Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the last video, we went over some very basic functions of After Effects. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most common uses of After Effects, and that's animating text. First, let's start by creating a new composition by clicking the New Composition button in the project panel. We can choose our resolution and frame rate, but for this tutorial, I'll be using 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. Now let's add some text to our composition. We can do this by selecting the text tool in the toolbar and clicking and dragging in our composition. I'm going to write "animate me" in a cool font. And now let's animate our text. There are different ways we can do this, but I'll show you two techniques that I use often. The first technique is property animation. This technique allows us to animate the different properties of our text, such as position, scale, rotation, etc. To do this, we need to click on the triangle next to text, and then click on the triangle next to the property we want to animate. Let's animate the position of our text by clicking on the stopwatch next to position, and then moving our playhead to the end of our animation. I'm going to move my text to the right of the screen. We can also animate the opacity of our text by clicking on the stopwatch next to opacity and then moving our playhead to the end of our animation. I'm going to set mine to 0. As you can see, our text is now animated by changing its position and opacity. The second one is range selection. So to enable the range selector in the text layer, open up the properties on the text layer, open up the text options, click on the arrow next to the word animate, and select character offset. This will create an animator layer with the range selector. Open up range selector. And so here, what we need to do is we actually need to give it a value to offset. So with the range selector selected, click on the arrow next to the word add, select property, and let's select scale. We want the scale to be 0 because that's the starting point we want the value to be for the text. So we'll click on the stopwatch, creating a keyframe at the beginning of the text layer. We'll move the playhead forward and change the value of start to 100. As you can see, our text is now animated within the range we selected. We can adjust the animation by playing with the different range selector properties. You can also add multiple range selector properties, but that's for another video. And in the Effects and Presets panel menu, you can also find a lot of preset text animations that you can choose from. You can also apply any of the other effects to text to spice things up a little bit. As you can see here, I added some glow to the text. Animating text in Adobe After Effects is a creative way to add visual interest to your video projects. Just with the little bit of information I gave you today, you can do a lot of exploring on your own in different animations. Remember to experiment with different fonts, effects, and animations to create a style that's all your own. And don't forget to have fun. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.